What's going on, friends? What you're seeing here is not a video game. I thought I'd do a special little video for, well, it's kind of an overdue little video to celebrate the 50,000 subscribers milestone on this gaming channel. I hit that 50,000 probably like a week or maybe 2 weeks ago, but I've just been busy, you know, with the release of Battlefield 4 and Call of Duty Ghosts. I've been busy trying to rank up. But once again, big thanks to everyone who's subscribed recently, and obviously those who have stuck around since the early days. Hopefully you've seen my video quality increase and watched my channel grow. I've really got Grand Theft Auto 5 to thank in a way, because my recent car build videos and top 5s have really helped boost up my subscriber count since that game was launched. I'm glad I picked it up, and I'm glad I did those videos. Some of them have got some really good you know, search rankings, which has helped bring in a lot of new visitors, and my view counts are a lot higher than they were earlier this year. I took a bit of time not posting anything when I got bored of Black Ops 2, just waiting for those new games to come out, but I'm really glad I started doing those Grand Theft Auto videos. I've really enjoyed creating them. They're nice, like, simple 3 to 5 minute videos, and obviously I think you guys have been enjoying them too. Talking about Grand Theft Auto videos, in a couple of those vids I took the opportunity to show off a couple of pictures of my motorbike, so that's what I thought I'd do for today's special videos, to show you in the metal while I'm out on a little ride at the weekend. I don't think I'm going to be staying out too long though, because it's double XP weekend, and I've been busy trying to rank up in Call of Duty Ghosts. Plus it's getting a bit cold this time of year. I've got my heated grips though, so my hands are a little bit warmer. Could do with turning them up actually. This wind chill on this faster open road's a bit nippy, and it's only going to get colder. We're only in November. So basically, as far as plans go with my gaming channel, I'm just waiting for the next gen consoles to come out so I can get some better quality footage on both Ghosts and Battlefield. And that also means I'll need a new PVR. I think I'm going to go for the PVR 2 Gaming Edition, which needs to connect via HDMI, so at least then I think that makes it so I can record in 1080p. So I'll start doing some higher resolution graphics and everything, and make my videos a little bit higher in visual quality. But after that, I'm just thinking now what kind of video series to do. I think military loadouts for Battlefield 4 are definitely on the cards. There's some weapons in there that I'd like to feature as part of like a Delta Force build or whatever, just much like the ones I did for Battlefield 3. Although there's not as many camos in this one, so I don't know if I'll be able to go into as much detail, but maybe I'll combine them with like a loadout slash weapon guide at the same time. Maybe like suggest what attachments you'd use to be authentic to the real life military force, and then maybe what attachments I'd recommend if you want to go for a more competitive setup. I don't know, something like that. Or maybe I should just do loadouts and weapon guides. I think weapon guides are definitely planned for Call of Duty Ghosts. There doesn't seem to be that many weapons in that game, so I might be able to get those out. I'll have to see how this new creator class system works in terms of loadouts, because what really annoyed me in Black Ops was I'd always keep running out of tokens. So I'd keep having to waste them on stuff that I'd never use after creating the video, and like something like a grenade launcher, and then that were like an attachment token wasted. So I have to see how many tokens I've got and how long it's going to last if I do decide to do class setups for Ghosts, or maybe just to do a few like popular ones like Russia, Sniper, things like that, because they were always the most popular. Ah, look at all this flooded water! Ah! They were always the ones that got views by search, you know, ones obviously using the most popular weapons. So I'll have to have a think, but as always I'm open to suggestions. I always like to post videos that are suggested by you guys, or whatever, what kind of content you like to see from me. So once again, big thank you to everyone who subscribed, both from the early days and more recently. I'm always interested to hear also how you found me, so if you're one of the recent subscribers, let me know if you stumbled across my content via search or whatever. I think I'll leave you now with an old walk around that I did of my bike once, just after I'd finished it back in summer. So for those who are interested, you get to see a little walk around and what sort of stuff I've done to it. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you all later. Right, so walk around time. Let's start from the front and work back. So as you can see, rims have been blacked out. I've done them with plastic dip because the guy who was painting it didn't want to paint them in case, with it being chrome, he didn't think it'd stick. So it would have, it had the chance of it flaking off over time. I could have gotten powder coated, but that would have meant getting them, the tyres off and the bearings pressed out and new bearings pressed in. It's just a lot of messing about. So I've used plastic dip, which is like the miracle product. I love that stuff. It's like a rubber coating, so it goes straight over the chrome without any keying, and while it will still come off if it's caught, but at least I can then just top it up by spraying some more straight over the top of it. So it's a lot easier. It's kind of the best solution. Standard brakes. I did upgrade the pads. They were contaminated when I first got the bike, so I upgraded them to some new EBC sintered pads, and I've now got the brake power that I had before with a full fist of brake in just one finger, so they've definitely made a difference. Front mudguard, although this does need to go back, he mentioned that when he peeled the tape off, it's peeled some of the paint off with it, so he said I can either leave it with him, but it would have been done, he won't get around to doing it until next week, or I can take it home and then take it back in a whenever I like, in a week or so. Obviously I can't ride without a front mudguard because it's illegal, so I've just fitted it for now, although it does look pretty good. It's not really noticeable, but I'll take it back and get it fixed sometime. LED indicators and running lights, they caused a little bit of trouble because I messed up the wires and it caused a few shorts, which blew a few fuses. I initially had them up here, but since fitting the fuel tank I realised that they hit the tank. As you can see, there's not much clearance up here, so I've had to relocate them down there. Luckily I left enough slack in the wires to do that. But as you've seen in the progress videos, they've got white in the middle, and then they have an orange ring around the edge. Another bit that's been painted is the little bezel on the headlight. That used to be chrome, it's now grey, or titanium grey. New handlebars. I wasn't keen on the shape of these at first, but I'm quite happy with them. They feel nice. They've got that forward riding position, but they're nice and comfy. Annoyingly, like I mentioned, when I fitted the bars, I ended up chipping the powder coating a little bit, which is annoying, but I might be able to touch that up with something. Heated grips, although I've not been needing them until autumn, winter time. But I've got them wired up to all the wires go through the fuel tank. I've got them wired up through the ignition, and the little switch is nicely tucked away down here. I'm just hoping it doesn't melt being right next to the engine. Wing mirrors, nice sleek black ones. Then moving back, the main colour scheme is the candy white plus titanium grey stripe, and obviously this little cowl has been painted to match. I'll show you the little trinket that I've put on, a little 45 ACP caliber bullet shell. I initially got them from America to do the AIS delete modification, which the AIS system injects air downstream into the exhaust to burn off unburnt fuel, but that causes backfiring and popping, which does sound pretty cool, but I got sick of it after a while, so that's freed up a nice little area down there in the engine compartment, and onto the topic of bullets. The bullets, it's the whole guide is obviously from America. All the guys who run V-Stars, and they use 45 caliber ACP rounds that just happen to fit into the little vacuum ports on the engine block. So obviously we don't have 45 caliber bullet casings lying around in our back gardens and in the shooting ranges. So I ordered them for abroad, and I just used a spare one just on the end of the little trip handle thing, which looks pretty cool. So it's cool having bullets on your bike. The actual engine casings are all blacked out as standard. This is like a kind of a midnight edition where it has all blacked out bits instead of chrome, which looks really nice against the white on my colour scheme. If you imagine it all in chrome, it probably would have still looked nice, but all the blacked out bits is definitely my style. Heat wrap on the exhaust. I would have liked a set of aftermarket pipes, but when I drilled out the end baffle of the standard exhaust, it sounds pretty nice, and a lot of the aftermarket exhausts don't really sound that nice. So this is kind of a cheap compromise. I've just put some heat wrap on there just to tight it up a little bit and get rid of some of the chrome and give it that kind of street brawler look. Blue collar bobbers, spring seat kit. This old school style handmade leather seat with the springs underneath. This all bolts on nicely thanks to their kit, all the different brackets, and of course there's the rear LED light brake indicator combos. So as you saw, if you've been watching the progress videos, it's what is it, like red somewhere. You've got a ring of red and also a ring of orange for the indicators. Blue collar bobber rear fender with the stripe, and then I've had all the little bits like the drum painted up in that titanium grey to match the colour scheme. The side mount number plate, which my buddy Pete kindly made for me, I sprayed it up and wired up these number plate mounts. I think that's about it. So we're definitely happy with it. Can't wait to get it out on the road for some nice rides. Now we've got all this nice weather. So let me know your thoughts. I'll catch you all later.